Welcome to Radio Veritas Asia News. This is Shirley Benedictos, and these are the headlines this week. Indian Catholic Bishops' Conference head expresses concern over the violence in Manipur. Catholic youth organize forest conservation to prevent environmental problems in Indonesia. Radio Veritas Asia inks a partnership deal with Waswabe Records artists. Cambodian Catholics to build peace through sport competition. And for our feature story of the month, the story of a born-again Filipina who returns to Catholicism and finds fulfillment.
Radio Veritas Asia, the voice of Asian Christianity. Radio Veritas Asia mobile app offers services in English and 21 Asian languages. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app to get more videos from Radio Veritas Asia. Comment, like, and share.
Indian Catholic Bishops' Conference head expresses concern over the violence in Manipur. Archbishop Andrews Tazat, the head of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India, or CBCI, expressed his concern about the escalating violence against Christians in the northeastern state of Manipur in a statement on May 5. The Archbishop said CBCI is deeply saddened and shocked to note the resurgence of persecution of Christians in the peace-loving state of Manipur. As many as 41 churches and several houses have been set on fire, and several people have been forced to flee their homes. On May 3, a mob attacked 5 Jesuit missionaries and a student near Moirang, Manipur. An eyewitness said that a mob stopped victims from leaving Pesama as they returned to Moirang following a house blessing in the project area. The situation in Manipur is still tense despite the fact that the army and federal armed police have controlled things. Archbishop Tazat has requested all the bishops to hold prayer services in parishes and religious institutions for peace in the state of Manipur. Catholic youth organize forest conservation to prevent environmental problems in Indonesia. The Catholic environmentalist youths held a conservation action and talk show entitled Eco-Pedagogy to express their concern for the ecological crisis of the Merok Forest on May 2 in Cacor, Flores, Indonesia. The event organized a talk show, an ecological liturgy, and the planting of 200 bamboo, aur, betong, and sengon saplings. 150 people from the local government, including priests, nuns, traditional village leaders, parishioners, teachers, students, and residents, graced the event. Father Andre Bisa, the parish priest of St. Francis of Assisi Tentang, said that eco-pedagogy requires people to rethink, restructure, and redistribute their daily lifestyles that are in harmony with nature or commensurate with local wisdom. In 2020, Merok Forest covered 125.82 million hectares of Indonesia's total forest land. 29.58 million hectares of Indonesia's forests are protected forest areas, while 27.41 million are protected and nature conservation areas. Radio Veritas Asia inks a partnership deal with Waswabe Records artists. Radio Veritas Asia partnered with Waswabe Records Artists, or WRA, to sign an agreement on May 2 in Manila. WRA is a collective of independent musicians who contributed to the album I Praise You. This album has been licensed to RVA for 2 years and includes several instrumental songs. Father Victor Sadaya, CMF, RVA's general manager, promised WRA to promote their songs and music to collaborative organizations with RVA and encourage them to use this music in their missions. He also praised the WRA for their cooperation and looked forward to additional partnerships. We're just sowing the seeds and letting that seed grow into a tree like the mustard seed that will hopefully become the most prominent tree that will spread not only in Asia but globally. Mark Anthony Cuevas, WRA's representative, appreciated RVA's collaboration opportunity because it would open doors for prospective ministries and enable independent artists to share these songs with the community. Father Victor F. Sadaya, CMF, General Manager of RVA, and Ms. Arlene A. Donarber, OIC of the RVA Program Department, signed the contract document. Meanwhile, Mr. Sherwin Alarcado Sawi, Mr. Mark Anthony Cuevas, and Ms. Jasmine Aquino Santos signed it on behalf of the WRA. Cambodian Catholics to build peace through sport competition. The Catholics of the Apostolic Vicariate of Phnom Penh organized a sports competition to promote harmony in Takeo Province in the southern part of the Cambodian capital, Phnom Penh. Bishop Olivier Schmidt-Heusler, Apostolic Vicar of Phnom Penh, stated that the game's purpose was to exercise and celebrate brotherhood among Catholics of various backgrounds. Once a year is a time to gather the parishioners, Catholic schools, Catholic offices, and parish priests for an opportunity to meet in brotherhood, exercise, and prepare to create joy and peace, said Bishop Olivier. The bishop also stressed that winning or losing the game is not essential, but what they have done and how they have prepared for the games show physical and mental strength. The tournament featured basketball, volleyball, table tennis, and ballet with 1,208 participants and 400 spectators. And now for a feature story of the month. The story of a born-again Filipina who returns to Catholicism and finds fulfillment. Who would have thought that someone who converted to another Christian sect would eventually return to Catholicism and become the church's media reporter and communication coordinator? This is the conversion story of Liana Villajos, also known as Yana, who was 10 years old when she joined a charismatic group. After a few days at summer camp, she was baptized as a born-again Christian. "We couldn't explain what happened," she said. "Maybe I was too young. Maybe I was brainwashed," she recalled. Yana's relationship with her devout Catholic mother was strained after she revealed her involvement with the born-again movement. After 4 years, she left the born-again Christian sect and returned to the Catholic Church because she could not bear to see her mother suffer. When Yana was a freshman in college, she accepted an invitation to become a student catechist. Later, she made new friends in their parish and became involved in a number of church ministries, which gave her a sense of fulfillment. "It's really hard to describe the fulfillment every time you experience it," Yana explained. "But it's fulfilling when a particular church activity is successful. It's fulfilling to serve and see the parishioners appreciate it." Aside from covering the environment as a Catholic media reporter, she also helps local farmers with their small coffee selling business. Since then, she has devoted her life to the church, serving as the Diocese of Cubao's communications coordinator. One of her missions as one of the church communicators is to fight disinformation, as she was saddened that some church volunteers fell victim to false news. "The church shouldn't stop educating the faithful," she said. "They should be taught and encouraged to do fact-checking." Thanks for watching Radio Veritas Asia News. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app for more Asian church news.